Lethal Weapon 3 bring Tech to the Final Four. And as you can see from this welcome home out at Hartsfield Airport, there's lots of hoopla tonight over the hoops Tech has scored. Good evening, I'm John Poole.
And I'm Carmen Burns, and tonight for Kelly Morgan, we begin with Tech's triumph, the topic of conversation around many a dinner table tonight. To serve up our helping of Tech Talk, we begin with Joe Washington.
Let's eat, okay? Yeah, you know, it's no secret Bobby Cremins didn't set super high expectations for this Georgia Tech team at the beginning of the season. He had to blend in some new personalities and assume a fresh outlook on his own. Somehow, everything went together, and now the Jackets sit just one game away from their first ever NCAA final.
Missed it. No timeouts remaining. They need at least a 2 to tie. Kevin Lynch out of the corner.
With Tech leading by 2, the three-point try by Kevin Lynch fell short, and the Jackets were propelled into the Final Four. Less than 24 hours later, the anticipation of arriving back home. Our noonday cameras were waiting along with Randy Waters when the first player stepped off the plane.
Did you expect this? No. It's wild. It's hectic. I mean, it's just great. When that shot didn't go by Lynch, what went through your mind? I mean, I was thinking about a game when we played, and when the shot didn't go, I was relieved. I knew it was going to Denver.
And what about the coach who didn't expect his Jackets to get this far? Well, Bobby Cremins has managed to put it all in perspective.
Sooner or later, probably more likely later, I'll reflect on what this moment means to me. But I think with my dad's death this year and the way I've just felt about a lot of things, it's not as big as it would have been 3 years ago.
So for now, Bobby Cremins and company must think about their upcoming game with Nevada, Las Vegas. That's Saturday, and we're going to have more on this story coming up in sports, of course.
That's a lot to think about.
Oh, yes.
UNLV.
Big team, yes.
Talk to you later, Joe.
Sure.
Thanks.
Class are missing work. It just didn't matter to more than 1,000 Georgia Tech fans on hand this afternoon at Hartsfield International to welcome home the victorious Yellow Jackets. Our Renee Chenault was along with them and has the story.
It's spring break at Georgia Tech. The campus is empty, the hallways deserted. And where are all the students? Hundreds put a hold on their spring vacation to come out to Hartsfield International today to welcome home the Yellow Jackets. But Georgia Tech students aren't the only fans out here. How long you been a fan?
Since 1948.
Most of these fans don't go back quite that far, but the enthusiasm is the same.
I just love the Yellow Jackets, and I'm a big fan of them, and I want to get a couple autographs.
A lot of the kids swarmed around the players today seeking autographs, and for many that meant cutting class. Angela Tribble told her teacher she'd be absent, but she didn't say why.
Do you think she'll understand?
I'm not going to tell her.
And classes aren't the only activity taking a back seat. Keith Beard is supposed to be at work.
You going to be in Denver on Saturday? I'd like to be.
Depends on whether I got a job after today or not. If not, maybe so.
With 5 more days before the Final Four playoff in Denver, you can bet this fan frenzy is just beginning. Renee Chenault, 11 Alive News.
And in case you're wondering, Final Four and ACC tournament T-shirts and memorabilia go on sale tomorrow at all campus store outlets.
The week, Atlanta's dream team is home tonight, but not for long. The Georgia Tech players flew back into town today after 2 stunning victories this past weekend in New Orleans. Next, it's on to the Final Four in Denver. Jeff Hollinger here with more on Tech.
It was one heck of a weekend in New Orleans. The Jackets punch out the Big Ten's best and now move on to the city of brown smog, great Mexican food, and unpredictable spring weather. Denver, Colorado. The Jackets arrived with thundering herd in black and gold. An excited throng welcoming something we in this city haven't seen much of the last decade. A winner. While I'm always cautious about guesstimating crowds, put this one at about 1,000.
What's the better feeling, what happened yesterday or this?
Probably this, because this is incredible. This is something that you always dream about having for you coming off a big win like we had.
From Hartsfield, some more adulation, this time on the Georgia Tech campus outside Alexander Memorial Coliseum. Wherever the Jackets go in this city for the next 24 to 48 hours, there will be nothing but a lot of this. It happened on the plane coming back from New Orleans, and I would assume anytime these guys go out to eat or put some gasoline in their car, that same thing is going to occur. Up next, UNLV at McNichols Arena in Denver.
And that applause is well deserved.
Absolutely.
It was after what they pulled off this weekend, first with Michigan State on Friday night and then yesterday with Minnesota.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.
It's very good for the Jackets right now. Who would have figured when they were going through that tough stretch in January? It wasn't that tough, but let's search for the dramatic, shall we? That they would be in the Final Four. The Yellow Jackets a well-deserved rest from competition. They will face UNLV in McNichols Arena from Denver on Saturday. The Jackets will play the late game, and what an interesting matchup it will be. At Hartsfield International Airport today, the enthusiasm from the Tech boosters as the Jackets came off the plane on their Delta flight. The payoff, tickets.
You'll buy them over the phone or in person, pay for them by cash or charge cards, and then all the tickets will be picked up out there.
How many are there available?
1,600 tickets, 1,650.
Okay, so orders are being taken right now at the Tech ticket office. So if you are interested in going to Denver and you want to get a ticket to get into McNichols Arena, I suggest that you call the Tech ticket office and try and get your name on that select list of 1,650. Both the Jackets